All right, all right. Welcome back to Wise Open Media. Prophet John here. Okay, so it looks like Twitter has begun its big sweep of QAnon, and this is instead of giving them a warning, they just say, you know what, forget the warnings, forget the warning. Let's just go after them. Let's just sweep this whole QAnon stuff. Let's remove the content for these people. Let's delete their accounts. Let's do whatever. Let's come after them. I mean, they could have easily issued a warning. Q, we understand what you are, we understand what you're trying to do, and blah 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 blah. But please, do not harass people, okay? And keep your information, your conspiracy stuff to a minimum, right? They could have easily said that, but they didn't want to say that. They just said, you know what, we wake up one day, let's go after Q now, right? It's time to go after Q. The reason why is because the elections are coming up and Q is going to be able to uh you know basically expose a lot of the corruption, during the election time period. They're going to be able to sway millions of people to say this is not true, this is true, this is not true, because Q has deep state intel and sources and things like that. Of course, some of you guys don't believe that, and some of you guys do believe that because you've been following them for a while. Okay. I say it's 70-30. I say they have 70% intel because I've seen it myself. I've seen them say things and then it has come to pass. And then 30% is sometimes they some of the things that they say doesn't pan out the way that they want it to pan out. And also they talk about good guys, and I just don't believe there's good guys in the elites. You know what I mean? Like they're just elites. Okay, they're elites with agendas. Okay, each elite has his own agenda, and has his own propaganda, has his own agenda, has his own plan. And some of you people will agree with that agenda. Some of you guys will disagree with that agenda. Some of the elites want a new world order and the rise of the Antichrist system. Some of the elites want control over countries. Some of the elites want open borders and a free world, globalism, but don't want a new world order system, right? Some of the elites want, no censorship and freedom of everything, ultimate freedom of everything. Some of the elites want crackdowns and no freedoms, right? And communism and socialism. So there's different types of elites. Some elites want border walls like Donald Trump, right? And nationalism, right? Taking care of your own country and being proud of your own country and your own currency and giving your own currency purchasing power. Like there's so many different elites with so many different agendas. So they're not good guys. There's no good guys and there's no bad guys because they're just elites. And it's up to you to decide which agenda you like the best. Okay. Now, of course, people will say, well, if they want to rise the Antichrist kingdom, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, technically, yes, that is bad. But but some people out there think that it's good. So that's what I'm saying. It's like some people will think that that's a great idea. Some of you people are out in the streets fighting for the Antichrist New World Order system. You know what I mean? Because you're being paid off by George Soros to go in the streets to protest Black Lives Matter, which is pushing the Antichrist New World Order system. So some of you people don't even know what you're doing. Okay, so some of you guys think that that's good. What you're doing is good. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on what your agenda is, and if you're being misled or deceived and stuff like that as well. So that's why I don't call them good guys and bad guys. I just call them elites. Okay, so Twitter has begun sweeping action to limit the reach of the QAnon content and ban many of the conspiracy theories followers do. Now, here's the problem with what Twitter said. They're saying that it's conspiracy theory, but yet QAnon and Q have had a lot of things right. right? And so that you can't call people that have actually had a lot of things right conspiracy theories, because conspiracy theories are just people who make up stuff and make up a whole bunch of stupid stuff, right? And it never comes to pass. It never happens. But Q has literally has backlogged all of the things that they have said. They have the track records on everything that they have stated, and people can go back. You see it all the time on YouTube. People go back and check things from 2015, 2016, 2017, and a lot of those things have come to pass. So that's not a conspiracy theorist, okay? So Twitter is using the wrong words here when they call somebody conspiracy theorist, but yet many of the things that they have stated have come to pass. That's why I said 70-30. Okay, not all of the things, but a lot of them have come to pass. Okay. So it says followers due to the ongoing problems with harassment. Now, here's a problem with saying that the QAnon and the Q folks are harassing. Yes, they might do some harassing. I agree with that. But the LGBTQ community does 10 times more harassing than the Q, and there's other groups of people out there like the gun people, you know, what they call the NRA or whatever it is. Like there's the gun people, there's the racist groups out there. There's a whole bunch of people, but especially the LGBT. Now that is a harassment at the level of extreme. There's the beehive, you know what I mean? There's groups out there that really harass. I don't think Q is up there in the top 10 of harassing groups. So to use that as a way to remove them, but yeah, you won't remove the LGBT community or the Beehive or any other people that harass out there, then that's kind of questionable as well. And also, they talk about that the dissemination of information. Um, Okay, so they're saying that a lot of the stuff they say is misinformation, but yet, like I said before, I've been watching Q for a while now, and it's about 70-30. So that's not misinformation and when it's 70-30. I mean the news, I mean you got these news stations out here, MSNBC and ABC, Fox, they're literally planting fake news. They literally stage fake news. Like that's now that is terrible. Now that's misinformation. When you literally stage fake news, like you have to stage it. Like that's crazy to me. But that's what they do, and yet they're okay with it. NBC and ABC and CBS and all of these stations, propaganda and fake news and all these things. And but the problem is that Twitter is a liberal new world order platform. And so because of that, they don't like people that are linked up with Donald Trump. So the LGBT are linked up with the liberal and the New World Order, right? Antichrist system. So they get to harass and they get to do everything free willy, and no one's going to say anything about that. But if you're linked up with Donald Trump, see, if Q wasn't linked up with Donald Trump, there wouldn't be a problem. If Q wasn't linked up with Donald Trump, they would not be a problem. So at the end of the day, it's because Q is linked up with Donald Trump. Because there's so many other groups out here on Twitter that harass as well, but they're not linked up with Donald Trump. Okay, except for the NRA or whatever, the gun rights and things like that. But you got all these other groups out here that are harassing people, and because they're not linked up with Donald Trump, because they're linked up with Clintons and Obamas and other people, it's okay. But because Q's linked up with Donald Trump, here we go. That's the problem, right? And so now we have to get rid of you because you're the ones that are going to make Donald Trump win the election. Donald Trump's going to win the election regardless if Q's around or not. I don't think the liberals understand that. Like the liberals don't understand. I'm not sure what is so. I don't know why the liberals are so slow to understand that. It doesn't matter who if Q's around or anybody's around, right? It doesn't matter. Donald Trump's gonna win the election regardless. So it doesn't matter who's around and who's there. It's like It's ridiculous, but this is what they have to do to make it look like, oh, we're against Q and Donald Trump and all these conspiracy people, but yet there's people doing conspiracy all day long on Twitter and no one cares. There's hate groups all day long. There's harassments by the LGBT all day long on Twitter and no one cares, right? And so they leave that alone. They don't touch that because their agenda is the New World Order Antichrist system, and they need the LGBTQ. They need the Beehive. They need all these other groups out there doing going crazy because they're bringing in the Antichrist system. So that's okay. Q is stopping the Antichrist system and telling you exactly what's happening in the deep state, and they don't like that. They don't like that the deep state is having their information out in the public to know when arrests are coming or when people are going to be when people are being kidnapped or when people are being snatched up or arrested. Ankle braces on people's legs and pants and things like that. That's crazy to me. It's crazy because when you see all these things and you see somebody with a big old ankle brace on, you're like, whoa, why is this person why is Ellen DeGeneres having an ankle bracelet on? Why are these people having ankle braces on? Why aren't they speaking about it? Why did you just go out in public and you have a big old ankle bracelet on? Did you commit a crime? You know what I mean? And they won't say anything about it. They'll say you're doing conspiracy theories. Like, don't you see that big ankle bracelet on them? It doesn't matter. You're doing conspiracy theories, right? So that's the problem. The truth is no longer the truth. It's Selena Gomez's birthday right now, but if I tweet Selena Gomez's birthday, stay away from Hollywood, they'll say you're a conspiracy theorist. No, it's Selena Gomez's birthday and she lives in Hollywood. That's not a conspiracy theorist. But this is what they do now. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that they're going after Q and Q all of Q's content. So QAnon and all you guys that are part of this stuff and took the I think one of the things that made them really angry was when people were taking the pledge to Q. Thousands and thousands of people were taking the pledge to Q, and that really made them angry when they came on to Twitter and they would see thousands of posts of people taking a pledge to Q and to the United States of America. That really made them angry. I didn't do it. I didn't take the pledge because I don't pledge to nothing. I don't pledge to nobody. Okay, so that's just me. But I saw a lot of people doing it. Maybe some of you guys took the pledge to the United States of America and Q. I don't know. Okay. But I didn't do it. I don't do none of that stuff. I stay to myself. I'm a free thinker. I do my own thing. I'm not pledging to Illuminati. I'm not pledging to Q. I'm not pledging to Republicans. I'm not pledging to the Democrats. I'm not pledging to independents. I'm not pledging to any of this stuff. I'm a free thinker and I do and I just think on my own and then I let God assist me on that as well and to make the right decisions. All right, peace out. God bless, and let's see what happens with this Q stuff, and let's see where it goes from here. Eyes open.